Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, audience. Let me give a speech about the environment so that we can reap many lessons. As we know, that environmental conditions that we live in today are very different from the environment several decades ago in the past. We could easily find trace, but now the land containing plants has been replaced with housing. Environmental problems are not only limited to plants. If we are sensitive, may fauna or animals lose their habitat. Humans size their place of residence so that animals have difficult getting a place to live again. Not infrequently, animals that cannot get a house will attack humans in order to get food. Therefore, we shall start from ourselves to foster a sense of love for the environment. This means that our easy sample, for example, by throwing garbage in place, not using plastic when shopping and saving on water. Yes, so many space about the environment from the let's take care of the environment together.
Hello, good morning viewers and welcome to Breaking News. My name is Nabila Khaironisa and I will be accompanying you 2 minutes forward. Mount Anak Rakatau in Sunda Strait, Lampung Province erupted several times since the early hours of Monday, according to the Volcanology and Geological Disaster Mitigation Agency. Head of the Mount Anak Rakatau monitoring post in Hargo Pancuran Village, Rajabasa Sub-District, South Lampung District, Lampung Province, Andi Suwardi stated on Monday that the eruption were still ongoing until morning. The Volcanology and Geological Disaster Mitigation Agency noted that the eruption took place on Monday at 12:41 a.m. Western Indonesian Standard Time, but the height of the eruption columns could not be observed during this time. Furthermore, the volcano spewed a thick gray ice column towards the east, with a height of about 300 meters. This eruption was recorded by the seismograph with a maximum amplitude of 50 millimeters and a duration of 80 seconds. The Volcanology and Geological Disaster Mitigation Agency urges the public, tourists, and hikers to not conduct any activities with a 5-kilometer radius from the volcano's active crater. That's all for today's news. Thank you for watching and have a good day, everyone. Goodbye.
Education can change your destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, on this happy occasion, I will explain a little about the importance of education for the future. You need to know that education is the most important key in achieving success, because education not only makes you smart but also can boost the economy for the better, so that it can advance the life of the nation. You can run education by studying diligently so that you become a smart child and can reach your goals. Continue to learn and gain knowledge as high as possible in order to eradicate poverty and advance the Indonesian nation. This is all I can say. Let's create the best education together. That is all, and thank you.
On this happy occasion, I want to deliver a speech about education. As we know, education plays an important role for the progress of a nation. If education of the people is left behind, then the population will experience difficulties in adapting and facing pressure from the outside world. Therefore, it is not surprising that the government holds money programs to support the progress of education in Indonesia, one of which is by allocating large amount of funds. So, the dropout rate can be reduced and more students can get the right to education. Actually, education can not only be obtained at school. Even outside of school, we can use technology to access education. Take advantage of an online platform that can be accessed for free to get free knowledge from various parts of the world, so that we can compete with the people out there. Different countries are also very concerned about the quality of the education of their people. So it is not surprising that the quality of campus abroad is quite good. Even money, Indonesian desire to gain knowledge out there. Thus, we must learn to be able to catch up, especially if we have not yet had the opportunity to discussion education. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Previously, let me ask one thing to the audience. What do you think when you hear the word of junk food? One thing that is certain when the ears hears the word of junk food is food that is easy to get, has a delicious taste, and of course, the price is affordable. Junk food is food that is much loved by various groups, not infrequently, of course. For some people, that frequently consuming junk food is a natural thing. However, have you ever thought about the side effect for junk food on the health of our bodies? Therefore, I'm Nuraul Ramadhani, standing before the audience. Today will convey about the effect of consuming junk food. In fact, junk food is terrible and it causes the bad impact for our health. We should avoid it for a number of reasons. Junk food usually consists of synthetic color, sugar, taste, and smell. Those materials can cause negative effects for our body for a long time. All of those materials can be absorbed by our intestines, so those materials precipitate in our blood. If we often consume it, the materials can be taken out from our body. Our health is very important. Junk food is the wrong choice for our diet. Although the taste, smell, and color of junk food is better, many people don't realize with the impact of consuming junk food. If we consume it continuously, the kidneys will be break and they can't filter it again. We call it kidney failure. It has a fatal impact until the death pick up our life. From the reason above, we should reduce and avoid junk food from now. It is important for our life. Just consume the natural diet or vegetarian. This way is best resolution for bad temper of junk food. That is my speech today. Thank you to all the attendees who have taken their time to listen to my speech. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Paul Johnson dari kelas 12 IPA 2. Di sini saya akan menyampaikan pidato yang bertema tentang Islam not teroris. Oke, langsung saja. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace and blessing of Allah be upon all of you. It's a gather of for me to stand here now and the pressure of my school to participate is in an Islamic conference. Also, this honor for me to be able to start with you someone on my talk on how Islam and religion of faith which is one Muslim by what to scan today. All my noble, all my noble brother, maintaining peace is one of the highest dangers of making this arcane this time. However, usually peace is becoming more difficult to find anywhere. There is a lot of going on in my place. Everyone concept the heavens and dry cons and this overthing has the wrong ones which trying to better understand using each other. Islam offers the real peace for the warmer of making. We do not say that Islam is only religion which offer peace. However, that term Islam is for David the Arabic word salam which means peace or submission to will of Allah. Someone one commit as of the best ever commit in the name of Islam does not deserve to be called Muslim. Finally, this a true Islam ethical expression to today. For way that immigrated by the media, the message Islam actually and preach to the making again and informs the forms ex humans wherever there is a region are infit to come and discover the principal message of Islam. Let you all work together to maintain the peace. Let you hold hand together to create a peaceful paradise on earth. May Allah help you to do so. God bless you all. Amin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Teacher of SMA N2 Cibitung and all my friend. First of all, I would like to say thanks to Allah for giving me blessing and health. Ladies and gentlemen, every November 10 we always commemorate the Day of Hero. We know that independence is not free. There are so many struggles and sacrifices to get it. They were fighting for our independence. Our colored heroes. A hero didn't ask anything. They dedicate all their lives for our freedom, Indonesian freedom. As students, we have to respect and appreciate our hero. We can continue their struggle by studying hard. We must pray to them every day. Even before we started our lesson, don't forget to hold their pictures on the wall. I don't want to hear that a student can't answer the question about hero. I don't want to hear that students don't know their heroes. Thank you for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The Honorable, my teacher and my beloved friends, good morning. First of all, thank you for having me here in this fine and joyful morning. I hope we are all in the good health. Today, I will convey in the importance of education in my short speech. On many occasions, we hear the term education. But what is education? How important is education to our country and ourselves as students? Well, to answer the first question, education refers to a process by which a person develops their skills, attitudes, and values. That is why we can say that men can get to improve each other. There is a phrase that I like very much, and I find it's very true. If the people of a country care about the education, It showed that they love their nation. It is said that in order for a country to prosper, it needs education. But why? Education brings us to many benefits, such as confidence in ourselves, freedom to decide, conscience as a whole, help us to improve ourselves, to feel fulfilled, to feel that we are something in life and that we have and then for which to live. We have to take advantage of this chance to be able to go to school to study. We must appreciate the effort that our parents make to send us to school and think that there are many children who would like to study but for some reason they cannot do it. Therefore, education is an important part of our life as well as an essential part to develop a better future for the country. So this is the end of my speech today. I hope some of the points that I have conveyed today make us more appreciate of our chance to be able to have the education at school and make us study more diligently for both our countries and our own future. I thank you for the attention. Good day and goodbye. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable all of the community, honorable to all of the judges and the audience here. First of all, I would like to say thanks to Allah for giving me blessing and heal. Ladies and gentlemen, every November 10 we always commemorate our the Day of Hero. We know that independence is not free. Three years so many struggle and sacrifice to get it. The boy did fighting for our independence are called hero. I hero the acts I think the dead kids alter life or of freedom, Indonesian freedom. As student we have to respect and appreciate our hero. We can continue to struggle by studying hard. We must pray to them every day, even before we start our lesson. Don't forget to hold picture on the wall. I don't want to hear that each student can answer the question about hero. I don't want to hear that student don't know their heroes. Thank you for the attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, my name is Sahru Anissa Nurjaman, and now I want to give short speech on globalization issues the following is an Indonesia. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before starting this speech, I would like to express my gratitude of the praises of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Thanks to the abundance of His grace, we can gather this afternoon in good health without any difficulties. This morning, I would like to invite all of you to absorb the meaning of globalization and how should we face the influence of this globalization in life. Globalization is a process of spreading new elements in life. This includes information from around the world via print or electronic media. Almost all aspects of life are affected by this. For example, this field of transportation, telecommunication, culinary to fashion. Although useful for life, globalization has a negative impact. Therefore, we must be good at sorting and choosing the impact of globalization Take only the positive aspect and ignore the negative. The goal is that culture from anywhere that enters Indonesia can be filtered properly. This is important so that the distinctive characteristics of the archipelago's cultural wisdom can be maintained. The surface admits the unlove of modernization. Thus, a short speech for me. I hope it is useful for all of you in dealing with the effect of globalization. The hope is that we economy of our nation and state will not be damaged by export globalization. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, audience. Allow me, Sylvia and Tasha from 12 Science to deliver a speech about the environment so that we can reap many lessons. As we know, the environmental conditions that we live in today are very different from the environments decades ago in the past. We called as living trees, but now the lands containing plants has been replaced with housing. Environmental problems are not only limited to plants. If we are sensitive, many fauna or animals lose their habitat. Humans is their place of residence, so that animals have difficulty getting a place to live again. Not infrequently, animals that cannot a house will attack humans in order to get food. Therefore, we should start from ourselves to foster a sense of love for the environment. Use methods that are easy and simple. For example, by throwing garbage in its place, not using plastic when shopping, and saving on water use. So many speech about environmental for me. Let's take care of environment together.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank good Allah Subhanahu wa Taala who has been giving us blessing and mercies so we can attend today in a good healthy. On this special occasion, allow me to say a word or two about the importance myself for the danger of drugs. With the rapid advancement of technology, it is not as well for information development to make it easier for us to get something. No, we don't have to bother to get things even talked. It is constrained by location difference. 3-4, it is only natural that we are careful about drugs. Prevention from of the drug trafficking are increasingly alarming. The main target of drug trafficking is no longer adult but children. Therefore, it is only natural that we also subscribe and provide education about the importance of protecting ourselves from the danger of drugs.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon you and Allah mercy and blessings. Good morning, audience. On this wonderful occasion, I am here to give a speech about Islam. Many still think that Islam is a religion about war, but actually Islam has very beautiful sides and we can try it in our daily lives. For example, Muslims live by referring to the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad. The messenger of Allah is a good role model has exemplified the noble character that must be applied by very Muslim. Very apostles' habits have nothing to harm, so we must exemplify the habits and nature of the Prophet. Our daily lives should not be far from Islamic values from waking up to going to sleep again. In fact, the procedure for going to the bathroom, wearing clothes, even drinking and eating was arranged. It turns out that of Islam is not only regulated for individuals but also in social life. For example, in neighboring lives, we are obliged to maintain good relations. In fact, if someone cooks and smells to neighbor's house, then we are asked to protect the food. So Islam does have beautiful values, and it is we implement these values in everyday life and community life. So many speech from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello! In students, my name is Teofani Gracia from class 12 MIPA 4. I will give a speech on the theme of the environment. Maybe a little familiar and many talk about this, but allow me to deliver a speech about this environment so that we can learn many lessons. Let us briefly understand what is environment. The environment can consist of houses, gardens, offices, schools, and of course the natural environment around us. How can it affect us? How can the environment impact our environment? The environment will become a support system for humans to improve our lives. Will good talks will encourage people to become better individuals who care about others and nature as well as more active and positive action. The first, as we know, the environmental conditions we live in today are very much different from the environment of few years ago. Because of what? Environmental problems that are not only limited to plants. If in the past we could easily find things that were very thick and cool, now all replaced with housing or human habitation. For these reasons, human sensitivity is very important to be instilled from an early age. Many animals have lost their habitat. Humans have seized their homes so that animals have difficult. It is not uncommon for animals that cannot find a home to attack residents, settlements in order to get food. Therefore, it is better to start from yourself to cultivate a sense of love for the environment. Use easy and simple methods. For example, by disposing of toys in its place, using plastic when shopping, and saving on weathers. That's all of my speech. I hope to be able to profit even better pollution, and see you soon.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and also my dearest friends and Mr. Zaenal. Thank you for the time and the opportunity that have been given to me this morning to talk about honesty. First of all, I would like to keep it together here in the good health. Ladies and gentlemen, and also my dearest friends, honesty is a very important thing in life. Honesty is a very good attitude that we must apply in everyday life. Honesty can be interpreted as sincerity, not lie, straight heart, trustworthy words, and not cheating. Honesty is a part of the positive nature of human beings. Honesty is part of the self-esteem that must be maintained because of high value. Honesty is an inherent trait in a person and is an important thing to do in everyday life. If we are dishonest, then we must strive to put the character education so that we do not continue to lie. School should be an example to apply honesty. But it seems there are still many students who are not honest in schools, for example, by cheating. The cheat culture is increasingly and becomes the daily habit of the students in Indonesia. Yet, cheating is a bad habit because they have act dishonesty. At the time of the test, there are some students who glance his friend's answers. Some even asked his friend when the teacher was not careless. The factor that caused the culture of cheating is still ongoing until now. Maybe because they have not studied before, or because they have not understood the material in the text. But it's only done by some children who are not aware of the importance of honesty. Imagine what will happen to our country, Indonesia, if the successors are the master cheaters of corrupt candidates. Surely, our country is getting worse and its fate is getting blacker. We should tell ourselves that honesty is better than everything. Besides cheating, there are many things that can be said as dishonesty, such as lying. Lying is to say something that there is no fact, or basic reality. Fact or basic reality, same as hoax. I think lying can happen because of the influence of compulsion. Lying that is done once or twice will lead to continuous lies. For example, we lie once about the matter. We can lie again to cover up the lies we did before. In addition to lying, we as learners may often cheat, such as stealing. Stealing is taking someone else's property secretly and not acknowledging it. There are many more examples of dishonesty around us. Therefore, we must keep the honest attitude within ourselves. We must also be proactive if we see any dishonest events around us. Being honest will lead us to better things. When in everyday life we have dishonesty, then we will lose the trust of the people closest to us. That is a bad thing. Because if we don't have friends anymore, our lives will be really, really hard. Besides, honesty will also help us become a better person. Once again, telling the truth is the ultimate key to a happy life. Ladies and gentlemen, and also my dearest friends, this is the end of my speech about honesty. I hope we all can be honest wherever we are. And finally, I will apologize if there is any mistakes. And thank you so much for the attention. See you next time.
Good morning, everyone. Let's say thanks to God who grant us healthy life to command this event this day. As human, we must protect and care to our earth. We must take care of our earth so that we can live healthy and not live in a world full of pollution. Let's take on simple example. That is put the trends on its place. We almost know that we can throw trash anywhere we want, but it must get into its place so that our live place will be clean. Everyone must think that this is just too easy, but since it's too easy, many people ignore it and throw trash anywhere near. It is totally wrong if we came throwing trash anywhere we want. Some incidents will happen, like if we throw trash at the gutter, the water will get stopped and keep filling up until floods. So everyone, it is important to keep your place clean. Thank you very much, and I excuse myself. Goodbye and have a nice day. Terima kasih.
And times to share and knowledge on this history day, the Day of National Education. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia is a big country. It's full of millions of people in Islam spread with dearly. We have been in the since 1945, but Indonesia is not as different in terms of education, although we have changed curricula almost every year. But it's proved that the Indonesian education have not been able to compete with the developed countries. We tend to fall behind and have not been able to bring a great human resource class as developed country. Ladies and gentlemen,
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honorable all of the committees, honorable to all of the judges and the audiences here. First of all, I would like to say thanks to Allah for giving me blessing at heart. Ladies and gentlemen, every November's birthday we always consider or the Day of Hero. We know that independence is not free. There are so many struggles and scripts to get it. They would fighting for our independence are killer heroes. I hero this
is not accepting the etiquette all their lives for our freedom, union freedom. As students, we have to respect and appreciate our heroes. We can connect her simply studying hard. We must pray to them every day and before we started our lesson. Don't forget to hold their picture on the wall endowment to her that a student cannot accurately question about heroes and do not want to hate students. Don't know their heroes. Thanks you for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.